Hello everybody, it's Chichuki. Back with another Chichuki Plays episode. Tonight on the program, we are playing Gigasword. I've been following this for a long time. Played it at PAX East a couple of times. Played the demo on Steam. It is also available on Steam as well as on Switch. I am playing this on Switch DOS, because I really wanted to play it on console. Okay, everything looks good. View controls, jump with B, attack with Y, dodge with L, interact with X, and ability with A. Let's get right into it. If you're new to the channel, thumbs up, share the video, subscribe, and leave a comment. Because we're trying to grow the channel, can you really use our help? In a land well worn by the ages, an ancient structure towers high over the horizon. The Nestrium, I hope that's what that said. In its highest chamber atop the final floor lies the god crystal Gnosis. Said to bring prosperity to those who wield it, Gnosis is a power unlike any other. The Nestrium is inhabited by a race of humanoid owl-like creatures being called the Nocturne, who watch over and protect the god crystal. Slow down! They are peaceful in their practices, yet possess a keen talent for combat, wielding giant swords that match their imposing height. Surrounding the Nestrium lie the kingdoms of humans, once flourishing but now plagued by famine and disease. For years, the humans have begged the Nocturne for access to Gnosis, so they might feel its grace in their time of need. However, the Nocturne continuously refused, warning that the power of Gnosis was too great for the minds of humans to control. The humans mistook this denial for selfishness and claimed that the Nocturne only wanted to keep the crystals to themselves. As the plagues of hunger, sickness, and war took their toll, humanity suffered greatly and blamed the Nocturne for it all. One such human was a young boy named Ezra. As an orphan his whole life, he had spent his childhood on the streets of Thoenhart. Damn! He spent his days alone, with nowhere to call home and no one to call family. One night, while scavenging the forest for fruit, Ezra was attacked by a pack of ravenous wolves. Just as they neared for the killing strike, a shadow swept into the clearing and shielded him from their attack. It was a Nocturne, brandishing his massive blade. A glare from the towering specimen was enough to send the wolves cowering into the night. Ezra was frozen in fear. Humans were raised to believe that the Nocturne were nothing more than owl-headed monsters stalking the forest at night. He closed his eyes in anticipation of the swift execution that was sure to come, but when only silence remained, he looked up once more. The Nocturne was kneeling in front of him, feathery arm extended, holding an apple.
It's alright. You're safe now. My name is Omari.
And so an unlikely friendship developed. As time went on, Omari began to visit Ezra regularly, often bringing him food from the Nestrium. He felt compelled to watch over him, like one might take... Shit. This is going way too fast. Ezra has never made such a friend before. Out of everyone he had ever met, Omari was the only to ever truly care for him. Omari's interactions with humans in the past had been few, yet never enjoyable. Ezra, however, had been the first human to seem to understand him and dormant within him. The Nocturne were forbidden by their elders from entering human settlements unprovoked, in fear that the already unstable conditions between two specimens would escalate. Yet Omari saw within Ezra the potential to one day mend the relationship between human and Nocturne. They were, despite what they had been told, not so different after all. Ezra was the name of a kid on the Star Wars cartoon on Disney Plus, or not Disney Plus, XD. As the years continued and Ezra grew into a young man, things became worse for the people of Thoenhart. Food supplies dwindled to a frightening level, and crops seemed to be struggling even more than years previous. All the while, the humans couldn't shake the feeling that they were being cheated. They turned their eyes often to the Nestrium, that ancient tower of the Nocturne, watching over them like a cruel god. Gnosis was inside somewhere. In the fields below, famine and disease dug grave after grave. Patience was worked, and I wish I could slow this text down, because it goes way too quick to read it all. Vearst, the general of Thoenhart, sought to end human suffering once and for all. The diplomacy between men and Nocturne had, in his eyes, gone on long enough. If If the owls would not answer their pleas, they would have to answer to war, and war was all Vearst knew. It was the only thing that had ever made sense to him. By the dim light of candle, Vearst and his most trusted companions plotted their attack over maps and diagrams of the Nestrium. Engel, the Silver Paladin, a cunning fighter and merciless leader, Varric, the king's chief alchemist and expert on Nocturne affairs, and Sloane, the executioner. These were Vearst's strongest allies. If they, with their combined effort, could not defeat the Nocturne now, all hope would be lost. They had one chance, and failure was not an option. The plan was simple. Storm the Nestrium, massacre the Nocturne, take the god Crystal Gnosis for humanity. Bring prosperity back to the kingdom of Thoenhart. On a rooftop above the quiet town, Ezra sleeps beneath the stars, unaware that his life is about to change forever. Sprite work is very well done. It's me! It's no use. I'm too hungry to sleep. What else is new?
Hey! Hey, yo, careful with that!
Huh? Okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna move that over. Oh, you know what? I can put it up on top. Yeah, that didn't look like there was anything up there.
That grog will go bad if you keep sloshing it around.
That's not how it works, bro.
And just keep pushing. The barracks are right up the way. I'm dying to have more of those pastries.
Oh, the health is up there. Okay, my mistake. Sorry, folks. Okay. Royal guards hoarding food during a famine? Sounds like I might not have to sleep hungry after all. Alright, so we're in the game. Okay, they won't let you go that way. Whee! Controls, self-explanatory. When we get a weapon, I'll show off more. And for the record, there is a Santa Chain Chomp logo in the bottom because everyone knows Christmas starts in November. I'm probably not getting through that gate as easily as they just did. I'll have to find another way in. Well, looky here. I wonder what this ladder is for. Oh, okay. Okay, can't go in the well. Wait, can I not jump? Can I not roll and jump? Oh, jumping is... You've got a huge distance here. Oh, I forgot you can grab the edge. Whee! Alright, and away we go. Oh. Sorry, I thought I had a roll down there. Look at that! Okay, that door is locked. Okay, there's a path there. Okay, there's a path here. That goes into water. I'm sure I can't. Oh. Why do I feel like this is just gonna put me in? Oh shit! Use a chest. I got a small key. Hot damn. Oh, we're gonna come out over here now. Okay. Okay, now let's go up here. God, it feels so smooth to do. Games like this, you gotta explore. Oh, I got another small key. Sorry, I keep pressing Y for X on the Switch 2 controller. Okay, so now we can go this way. Let's see what's over here first. Oh, a dead end. By the gods! Look at that stash of food. I bet I could eat all night and they wouldn't even notice. Alright, where should I start? Roasted ham? Don't mind if I do. Uh-oh.
Oi! What do you think you're doing? You're not allowed in here.
Oh, well,
Stealing food, huh? Thieving then, huh? That's a punishable offense in the eyes of His Majesty the King.
and during a famine, no less. Food's a precious thing, you know? I'd say the penalty for this crime ought to be death. Huh? Gotta go. Excuse me, nerds. You too? Excuse me again. Haha! Who's this guy? Paladin. Going somewhere. That's the idea, yeah. Oh god, he just threw me out the window. Give it to him, Angle. Hey, you can steal from us, huh? You know how hard we work to keep you people safe? This godforsaken town has enough beggars and tramps. What's one less? Angle. Angle! What's going on? What's going on out here? General Vearst, sir. Caught this one trying to steal from the pantry, sir. He's a right thief, he is. I know his type. He's just a street rat, nothing more. Don't waste your time with him. Besides, after tomorrow, people like this won't even exist anymore. There won't be enough jobs and foods for everyone. Wow. No more need for stealing, no more worthlessness, just peace and order. Come on, let's go. I'm like, dude, what do you mean we're not? You think what you're doing is okay? Hoarding food? Families are starving. You think I'm afraid? You think I'm afraid of you people? Maybe a little bit. Everyone to your bunks now. No more nonsense. We need as much rest as we can get before sunrise. Game has a lot more of a much deeper story than I thought it did.
God's above. You shouldn't have
You shouldn't have lost your temper. You're lucky to be alive. I don't know who's saying that. Oh, it's, Omari. Omari? Were you watching the whole time?
Now come up here, I have something for you.
You know, I know you're not supposed to be spotted by anyone and all that, but would it really have been too much to ask for you to swoop down and help me out? It practically mopped the cobblestones with me. Wait, is that roasted yak?
Cooked to perfection in the emerald fires of the Nestrium, and still warm.
And once again, I've made a fool of myself. Is there any way I can repay you?
Yeah, actually, you can sit and eat, and take proper care of yourself for a moment. It won't stay warm forever.
I know I ask every time, but are you sure you don't want any?
No. Believe me, I am fine. We had a huge feast earlier. It was the moon goddess ceremony. I think I've had enough roasted yak to keep me full for a century.
Man, it sounds nice.
Ezra, I've been thinking more about your situation. If I could, I'd like to bring you back.
You don't have to explain it to me, Omari. You want me to come live in the tower, but the others wouldn't understand because I'm human. I can't say I blame them. There's not much to like about our kind for the most part.
But I can't watch you continue to live like this. I thought things would change for you as you got older, but...
Things did change. Or almost at least. I would have never gotten fired from that fruit cart job if Mr. Ulrich hadn't caught me talking with his daughter.
Whoa!
I mean, how was I supposed to know they were related? She's beautiful. And he looks like a horse.
Ezra?
If I could just get back in his good graces, then I might be able to save up for...
No more fruit carts, Ezra. I mean it this time. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make you at home in the tower. Tomorrow I'll speak with the elders, and I'll see to it that they understand.
Omari, I don't know. I mean, are you sure?
I'm as sure as I can be. You belong with us, my boy.
I just feel bad that you're always taking care of me like this. I'd be dead a dozen times over if it wasn't for you. I feel so helpless.
Someday you won't. Did not watch you making their patrol. I should go.
So will I see you tomorrow then? After you speak with the elders?
By tomorrow's moon, you'll be fed to the brim and warmed by our hearth, whatever. You'll be gorging yourself on meals you've... You'll be gorging yourself on meals you've never even dreamed of. I'll make sure of it. I promise.
Thanks, Omari.
Good night, Ezra. Gotta go!
Meals I've never even dreamed of. Baby! Ah! Huh? Was that thunder? That's strange. The storm looks so unnatural. Wait, is that smoke? Why would there be fires burning so close to the Nestrium? What in the world's going on? I gotta go explore. Rumor has it that Vearst and his men rode off this morning to confront the Nocturne at their tower. See if they could take the good crystal by force and all that or something. Serves them right, honestly. What have those owls ever done for us? I heard the soldiers went to war this morning.
My daddy's a soldier too. You think he'll bring me back an Nocturne sword? I heard they're super big.
Has the king made any sort of decree? Not that I've heard, but get this. Those catapults and trebuchets that have been stowed in Oakwood Field? They were all suddenly gone this morning, and the early risers are all saying they saw the general and 1,000 men lining up along the outer wall before sunrise, preparing for battle. Then they marched off toward the Nestrium. Gertrude, dear, I think it's finally happening. Those wretched owls are getting just what they deserve. Then the crystal might finally be ours. Oh, what a blessing. That Vearst really is a hero.
Mommy, how come there's a storm over there, Mommy?
I don't know, sweetheart. Take my hand, I think it's time to go.
Mommy, I'm kind of scared of thunder. That is what a girl sounds like. Let's go, honey. Come on.
Is it true? Is it true the king's army went to invade the Nestrium this morning?
That seems to be the story, eh? I didn't see no marching of soldiers or anything of the sort. I reckon they must have rode out before the rooster, right while we were all tucked in. Strange they do all this without telling us, though.
I thought exactly, and that was storm. What could it mean? Perhaps it's a Nocturne spell meant to drive the soldiers away.
I've been hoisting my sails for 70-odd years. Oh, I think I read this the wrong way. I thought that maybe the bald guy is the captain. Well, I'd never seen a storm like this before. Whatever it is, don't bode well. Yeah, it looks like it's growing stronger. Brom?
Ezra, boy!
Brom, what's going on? People are saying the soldiers attacked the Nestrium.
Aye, it's looking that way, boy. They rode off this morning, and 1,000 of them at least. I could hear the fighting in the distance, but I didn't understand what it was at first. Then word started to spread, and people were starting to gather round, and then bang! There was a loud boom, and a red flash of light came from the tower. Not sure what to make of that.
But why? Why are they doing this?
Well, ain't it obvious, boy? It's that damned crystal up there in the tower's peak. Vearst wants it for humanity. Thinks it'll make the crops grow again and all that, like the legends say. Me, I think it's all hogwash. The stories about the crystal are just that, stories. Ain't gonna be no crops growing because of it. And there's no good that'll come from attacking those owls. They're right monsters, them. I've heard they eat people who get lost in the woods. Thoenhart's made enough enemies. Last thing we need is a war with those wretched birds.
No, no, you're wrong. The Nocturne aren't monsters. They don't eat people, and they don't want to hurt us. They've been trying to keep us safe all these years. Nobody understands that.
What are you on about, boy? Where'd you get this notion, then, huh? Ezra, don't tell me you've been associating with them birds now. You haven't now, right? Right?
I can't just stand by and watch this happen. I have to stop them.
Ezra, wait! Ezra! Get back here, boy! Can't you see it's not safe? Son of a bitch! What in the world are you thinking, boy?
Damn it! How could they do this? I have to find Omari. Oh, I like this music. So we got our wall jump like that. Whee! Oh. Monsters. By the gods! What on earth are those things? I wish I was armed. Better keep my distance. Feels really smooth. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Sword! Oh no! It's even worse than I could have imagined. So many bodies. This can't be happening! I have to find them. Oh, that's not my sword. Not a giant sword. Oops, push the wrong button to jump. There he is. Omari! Omari, it's me!
Ezra?
Is that your blood? Are you hurt? Can you walk? Can you stand?
Ezra, my boy, you shouldn't be here. There are too many of them.
What happened? Where's General Vearst?
He's in the tower. He came for Gnosis. They attacked at dawn just when we were beginning to sleep. We were awoken by catapult fire striking the walls. We flew from our perch to meet them in battle, but we were fools. Vearst and his elite squadron infiltrated the Nestrium from the east. They snuck in from behind us while we were distracted with their main force. By the time we realized what had happened, it was too late. There was a sudden flash of crimson light from the tower's peak, and the humans around us transformed. I was mobbed. I fought for as long as I could, but
We need to get you help. Where are the rest of the Nocturne? They can't be all dead, right?
my brothers, my sisters, how could this be?
By the gods, are those earthquakes?
It has begun.
Omari, please, you have to get up. This storm is only getting worse. We'll be struck by lightning at this rate.
A storm? Wait, a light within our storm. Mother above, is this it? Ezra, it's you, isn't it?
What are you talking about, Omari? You're not making any sense. Please get up.
Ezra, listen to me. You must take back the crystal. It first has no idea of the destruction it will bring. Even now, it has already morphed its men into horrible things, and the earth trembles in its wake. This storm, this curse, it will spread to every corner of the earth unless Gnosis is taken back.
What are you saying, Omari? I can't do anything about this. I'm not a warrior like you. Come on, I'm taking you back to town.
Ezra, I'm not asking you, I am telling you. This is your destiny. You were meant to come here today. I am sure of it.
Omari,
You must stop him, Ezra. You're our last hope. My sword, it lies at the top of this hill. Take it.
I can't do it alone. I need you.
I'm afraid this is my resting place, my boy. But you will not be alone. I will be with you always.
Don't do this to me. Omari, don't. There it is. They will pay. They will all pay! Now we got our massive sword, peoples. Gigasword! Oh, music is really good. And we gotta remember, it's a heavy sword, so... So things might be a little... We gotta time it better. There we go. And it's too heavy. And it's too heavy to pick up. Like that, so we have to use the elevator to bring it up. Oh, damn it. You little punk ass. Oop. I'm not sure how much money we're gonna need. Let's kill this guy. I think they'll come back. if we leave the screen. Let's see. We did not. Okay, so that's good to know. You've got a small key. Eyeball monsters, 10 o'clock.
Smushed.
Alright, so here's our save point. Saving. Beautiful. Call for feather we don't have, and we can't upgrade the sword yet. We will find upgradable stuff, like the feather. Oh! Yeah, like, I don't know how long this stuff lasts on the ground. Have to remember that you can dodge roll. We got a boss fight. Or maybe not a boss fight, but a challenge room. Sorry, I thought it was going to be a cutscene there. This bridge is going to... Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought that bridge was going to collapse. Vearst! I've come to kill you! You hear me? I don't care how long it takes to climb this thing. I will kill you! I knew that bridge was going to collapse. Ah! Well, thank God we found water. No! No. Omari, I have no reason to live. It's all over. I should have known. Nothing has ever gone my way. It's been pure misery for as long as I can remember. Why should I have expected anything different? I need to leave this place. I need to be far away from here. That's my Shovel Knight instincts coming out of me. great sword, of course. While full health, your attack shoots a spark along the ground. Okay, I don't have 500 gemma robes, or whatever the money is called. I can't afford that. You can now check the map by pressing minus. Okay, so I can't do anything up here. Oh. Can't do anything here because I actually, do I have a key? No, I do not. Okay. Whee! Actually, can I get up there? I can, but the door is not open yet. Okay. So a lot of the puzzles in this are because the sword is too heavy for us to carry. See, I can't get up there with the sword. Okay. And that's the gist of, like, the puzzles. Oh, I got a small key. Hot damn. Okay, I doubt I would have been able to... Actually, I might have been able to do that one. Yeah, I would have been able to do that. Okay. Okay, so this is basically like half platformer, half Metroidvania, because we need to be able to go through certain areas, and we can't right now. See, here's our map, small. But it's gonna get bigger. Okay, no key. Okay, now activate. Can't reach that yet.
Smush them real good. Bam, 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 bam.
Okay, those are. Oh, that's a shortcut back to the main room. Okay. Nothing there. Okay, so we probably have to go. Okay, we got a small key. Don't mind if I do. Down into the left. No, to the right and into the right. I don't think I can use this door yet. Nope. So the map has this key here. I don't have any of that stuff yet. Okay, so the blue on the map is the key doors. We have a key. And to buy stuff, we need more money. So kill everything that you see. Okay, so we have the sword from Omari, so we should be able to. We were able to go through the monastery. Looking good. This one has a heart on it. I still can't afford the upgrade.
You do not have enough feathers to offer forth.
Okay, so hopefully we can find some of this hidden stuff. After all these years, I'm inside the Nestrium. This place is huge. How am I ever going to get to the top? How am I ever going to kill Vearst? This is stupid, isn't it? There's no way I'll last 5 minutes in here. But without you, Omari, I have no reason to live anymore. So I might as well try. Okay, that's an upgrade that we don't have as of yet. Alright, that makes it a lot easier for us. Just want to see something. Probably be able to go back there with the sword at some point. Alright, can't go any further up there. No down, so that, I believe, might be death. Well, only one way to find out. Okay, it's not death, but it does take away a piece of heart. One of the best parts is it appears there is no contact damage. Okay, well that's a backtrack room. There are some puzzles like this as well. I figured that would be a key. Emerald feathers collected. That's our first feather. Okay, there was nowhere else to go. Okay, fell down. Let's see. Now let's see if I leave the room. Well, the first one. No, the first one does not come back. That's nice. Here's our shortcut back to the gem door that I don't think I can do anything with yet. Nope. Okay. Because we don't have the green gem upgrade yet. Excuse me. Down. Keep going this way. I do love killing them like that. Okay, so I can't get up there yet. I want to go see what's back the other way. Oh, it's a save room. You do not yet have enough feathers to offer for. So I think you need 5. I don't have enough money yet either. Okay, so we don't have a power for that yet. Let's go back. Actually, you know, let's see. Down and oh, okay. Sorry, that's on me. I'd stab him! I got a carrot. Who might want this? Okay. Oh, what I need to do. I need to get the sword, bring the platform back down. Put the sword on that. Okay, now bring this. And now we can go through. get greedy fighting those guys. Oh, look at all that money. Oh, now I can upgrade when I find the... Interesting puzzle mechanics and stuff in this. Got a small key, hot damn. That's a one-way door. I guess it couldn't hurt. Okay, never mind. I want to get this stuff on the map first. Another feather. Okay, so you need 5. Yeah, that was going to annoy me if that wasn't on the track. Okay, so there's a key door. There's a green gem door. Okay, this is the room that we were gonna walk into the beginning. Yep. I got a scroll. Oh, God. 18th of Frostus, 5013 PO. A new knot has been revealed tonight. Onarius brought us together only moments ago to share the news. His musings were cryptic as usual. There seems to be an air of hope to the words he has chosen. However, I just can't seem to shake this feeling of great unease that sits within me. It has been written as follows. The coherent will rise, impassive to the pull, one pure of heart, a light within our storm. Initially, many of us assumed that the coherent was referring to Mother Astrid, although I have conflicting thoughts on this. If Mother really were to return to Earth, would she not descend from the heavens rather than rise up from somewhere? Hell, if this knot really refers to her, why would she not make herself more clear to us? The last line is the most compelling. This coherent is referred to as a light, perhaps painting them as some sort of savior. The language used our storm rather than simply a storm seems to imply that we will witness some sort of hardship. Is this storm literal, like the great rains foretold of the collapse, or is it metaphorical, perhaps suggesting something even worse? The answers are reserved. I can only ponder what had been written. Save point, yes please. Let's see. While at full health, your attack shoots a sparkle on the ground. While full health shoots a spark that can travel along walls. Your aerial attacks create a shockwave when you land. Hold and press A to unleash a vertical bolt of lightning. Costs mana to cast. Okay, so now we upgraded our sword. Ooh, sexy. I don't know how I did damage to that guy, but we did. remember this one from the demo being annoying. Gotta get the monies. Okay, let's keep going this way. Ah, okay. Okay, here I can't go any further this way. Yep, because I don't have the skill yet. That was dumb. I should have raised the other one first while I was over there. Sorry,
My brain is not what it used to be. I need it to be like, yeah, you know, you got to put these down there.
Okay, that's on the thing, right? Yep, on the thing. Oop, it's an upgrade. You've got the Emerald Gemstone. This gem slots in your Gigasword and allows you to open emerald doors. So like this. Okay, so now we can open all the green doors. And there's a green door right next to us. Bastard. Okay, there's a green door down at the bottom as well. But I'm not gonna get that as of yet. I don't want to spoil too much of the game for you guys. Okay, now by the process of elimination, yep, you knew there was gonna be a save door here. Okay, I can't afford any of that stuff yet. Alright, let's go fight ourselves a boss. He's a Minotaur. This is bad. The door's locked. I'm fucked. No, not yet. You people killed my friend. Now his sword will cleave you in two. Bring it on! Oh, sorry, I forgot you have to actually, like, cleave them to death. We almost died, but we didn't. Oh, we got a chest. And it's got a big key in it. You've got a grand key. This key can be used to open a grand door within the Nestrium. Oh, fast travel point, I think. What? Omari?
Ezra!
Oh, they tried to hug and they ran through each other. Oh, What is this? Are you a ghost?
It would appear so. The last thing I remember is dying outside. Then I felt my consciousness return, but it was like I was everywhere at once. I sensed your essence and tried to drift towards it. Now all of a sudden, here I am.
How can this be?
Oh, it be, baby. I assume it is without coincidence that my soul gravitated towards this room in particular. These prayer statues hold an immense amount of spiritual energy. It may be the very thing making my manifestation possible.
Omari, I can't believe it. I thought I would never speak to you again.
Ezra, I cannot begin to tell you how proud I am. You made it there completely on your own. That demon you just defeated, I could feel his malignant presence suffocating my consciousness. Whoever he was, he must have been incredibly imposing in life to have taken on a transformation such as that.
I recognized his sword. There's no mistaking it. That was Sloane, the town's executioner. Wherever Vearst walked, Sloane was never far behind.
I see. Then perhaps it is safe to assume that Vearst's elite warriors have taken on forms even more horrific than their subordinates.
When I was fighting, I thought only of you, and I let my grief, my rage guide me. By the grace of the gods above, I somehow came out alive. Somehow is right. But Omari, I don't know how many battles like that I have left in me. As far as I'm concerned, I only made it this far out of sheer luck. I just don't understand. Why did you tell me to do this? What faith could you possibly have in me?
Because I have believed for some time now that you are more than what you may assume.
In what way?
Are you familiar with Earthroot?
You've mentioned it before. It's a Nocturne prophecy, right?
In simple terms, yes. Among the Nocturne, there are some of us who possess what we call the sight, and we call them seers. Seers inhabit the unique ability to glean details of our past, present, and future by way of meditative visions. These visions seem to come randomly, and there's no telling how many visions a seer may experience in his or her lifetime. To witness even one is regarded as a monumental honor. When a seer is gifted with a vision, they call the rest of us to council and share their findings. We then deliberate, sometimes for weeks, on where said vision might slot into Earth's timeline. Earthroot is the name we have given to the collection of these visions, and each vision itself is referred to as a knot. Many knots have given us further insight into our collective past. Sometimes entire historical records must be reconsidered after certain knots seem to reveal inconsistencies within the archives. But in some cases, a seer will experience a vision that does not ostensibly align with any event in our historical records. I had to sound that one out because I am an owl. I can read. Sorry, that voice is killing me. When such a vision occurs, we are left to wonder if it may be depicting instances that have not yet come to pass. One such knot was revealed to us 18 years ago, on the very same day you were born, by my late friend Onarius. This vision was distilled into a knot consisting of 4 lines, which reads as follows. The coherent will rise, impassive to the pole, one pure of heart, a light within our storm.
What exactly is the coherent?
To understand that, you must first understand Gnosis itself. You must know the truth. Long ago, before the Nocturne inhabited the Earth, there was a great war between the humans. It was a global conflict that razed cities, toppled mountains, and burned the forests to ash. The goal among its many contenders was simple: total supremacy. Out of the many combatants vying for control, none were as feared as King Meridian, ruler of Thule, the Shining Land. Meridian's armies were violent and terrible, striking despair into the hearts of those that dared to stand against them. But despite Thule's imposing strength, its enemies were simply too vast for Meridian to gain the upper hand. The fighting stretched on without it. and the king, once shining like his land, began to slip into madness. He desired, above all else, a weapon that would trump his opponents once and for all. He prayed for it in the dark. Something began to speak to Meridian, a cancerous whispering from within his soul. It told him to dig, and dig he did. Deep into the crust of the earth, where no man had ventured before. Meridian believed that the gods themselves were leading him towards something, but what that something was, he could not say. His servants grew weary as the mining stretched on across multiple years, and many men within his ranks began to wonder if their shining king hadn't simply lost his mind. But then one day, miles and miles below the bedrock, they found it. The crystal Gnosis, emanating a power as seductive as it was unrelenting. Meridian knew in his heart that this is what the gods had been leading him towards. Ultimate knowledge, ultimate power, ultimate control. With the god crystal in his possession, King Meridian began to turn the tide of the war in his favor. His troops were becoming stronger, their crops were growing faster, and children were being born in greater numbers than ever before, with more mothers surviving childbirth. Yes, sir, Bob. But all was doomed to fail. Whoa. You see, Ezra, Gnosis, in essence, brings prosperity. It is an infinite spring of good fortune, a window into vast wisdom. It is the path to everything that every human has ever desired. But its presence dwarfs that of man. It cannot be contained, and when humans come into contact with it, they lose themselves in its splendor. Elemental coherency, the life force of the planet, begins to rot. The earth itself will quake and be torn apart by fissures. Every human will be warped into a terrible reflection of their innermost self, and when all that remains is corruption and mire, the world will exhale for its final time and die. What a drag. In the days of the Great War, the cataclysm brought on by Meridian was almost enough to cause such an end. What did he think for signing Justin Fields to a 2-year, $40 million contract? But I digress. But in its final hours, the Earth was saved by a human who had not transformed. A young woman with the enigmatic ability to resist the pull of Gnosis and remain unaffected by its influence. She stood against the contorted abominations of Meridian's legions and slayed the Shining King himself. Her name was Astrid, and she was the Coherent.
So humans become corrupted in the presence of Gnosis, but Astrid was different. I don't understand. What's that have to do with me? Astrid was your mother, probably.
Ezra, this tower is completely compromised. Every human within it immediately transformed as soon as Vearst made contact with the crystal. Even the men outside have been affected, as you've already seen. By all accounts, you should have changed too. But you're not. You have remained pure.
I guess you're right. Is it because I'm not evil?
That's part of it, yes. But even well-meaning humans will still turn eventually. And we are standing now at the epicenter of this cataclysm's beginning, the quite literal eye of the storm. Even the Thoenhart's most righteous saint would ultimately mutate in a place this corrupt. There is no discernible reason you should have been able to make it this far. Unless you are the Coherent. Me?
I don't get it. I thought this Astrid woman was the Coherent.
Many Nocturne believe she was the Coherent, as in the one and only. I believe something else. I believe she was merely the first one.
I don't know. It seems like a stretch.
I have been your friend for nearly a decade, Ezra. In that time, I have observed your character. You share the same qualities that made Astrid who she was. You are courageous, wise, selfish, and selfless, sorry, wrong word. And you are pure of heart. Yeah, definitely not selfish. You have the true makings of a coherent. Or coherent, whatever, you know, north-south US dialect, right? And the fact that you still stand before me as a human, undefiled by the pulse of Gnosis, only solidifies my theory.
Omari, you can't be serious. I'm not a good person. There's nothing pure about me. How many times have I stolen from the Royal Guard's foot stash? How many sweet rolls have I eaten from Frederick's pastry cart when he wasn't looking?
What goes against the law does not always coincide with what is morally wrong.
Perchance, but still.
You really think so lowly of yourself?
It's not that I don't believe you, it's just I've never been useful in my entire life. I've always felt like wasted space. How could I suddenly go from being meaningless to being the most important person on Earth?
How indeed? Perhaps because you were never meaningless after all. We must keep moving. I know I'm asking the world of you, Ezra, but please, trust me. Trust yourself. You must reach Vearst and take back Gnosis before the tower collapses. If your life is lost, there will be no one left to stop him. Go now, my boy. I am with you, even when you cannot see me.
Omari, wait! I'm not your coherent, Omari. I'm just some stupid kid. Okay, can't upgrade. We only have 3 feathers. But that is, I would assume that is like like chapter 1. Alright, well that has been about the first, I'm gonna say like first hour and a half of Gigasword. Awesome Metroidvania platforming puzzle adventure game like this. If you're new to the channel, you made it this far, thumbs up, share the video, subscribe, and do you like games like this? My name is Steve. We'll see you in the next one. Laters! Have a good night, everybody.